right, guys, what's going on? Today is December 21st, 2023, and the situation arose, and I just wanted to see if I can capture it on video and talk about it live. It's around noon today, and I want you to take a look at the S&P as it is right now. This is the SPX, and we are just now experiencing a little bit of a drop in the market. And this reminded me of a mistake that I always used to make. I actually literally just made it yesterday, where my thinking, I'm a very contrarian type of trader. So if I see a spike in the market, I want to sell a call. If I see a drop in the market, I want to sell a put against it, because I think the market is going to bounce. Rubber band theory, as I call it, right? So it has a drive to want to go back to the average. The problem is you don't know how severe the drop is going to be, so you have to find different ways and signals to indicate when that drop might have the best chance of being over, or when that spike might have the best chance of being over. So you can see right here, we have a pretty decent drop. This is, let's see how many points this is. It's about 17, 20 points. That's a pretty decent drop, right? And you can see the market is starting to bounce off of this particular swing low at the current time. So inexperienced me, or me that's not thinking properly, would see this green bar and be like, ooh, that's a little bounce. Let me go ahead and get in my put and try to enter a put right here. But that's a no-no. You don't want to do that. There's a theory out there called Elliott Wave Theory that states that the market generally goes through a couple of different phases. Let me see if I can pull up an example real quick. All right, so yeah, so like this right here. So you can see on a downturn, you're going to have an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave in general. It could be more than this, but in general, this is what the market ends up looking like. So what we're seeing in the market right now would be wave A. Okay, so this drop right here, we would consider that wave A. So we'd still be looking for a wave B, which might retrace up to, maybe halfway up, or, something like that. And then we would be looking for a wave C, and then look to put in our trade after wave C has recovered. Okay. So before I recognized this, what I would be looking at is maybe if I was using the Bollinger Bands like we have right here, I would see, okay, the market's outside of the bottom, it's passed through the bottom of the Bollinger Band. The stochastics, we're at the bottom of the stochastics. So the market is very oversold. Let me go ahead and get a put. Nah, no. What you want to wait for at minimum is for the stochastics to start to recover back into the mid zone here. Okay, so you don't want to trade when the stochastics is at the bottom, even though if you get lucky and you happen to catch the market bottom, that's going to be the best trade of the day. But how do you know that that's the bottom of the day? You don't, right? You have no way of knowing that. So we have to have confirmation for our trades to be able to put in, the safest trade possible at that particular time. So right now we're looking at this low. The market's at the low of the day. Now, right in front of your eyes, we are now making a brand new low. Now you don't want to trade on new highs and new lows. You don't want to do that. Okay. So you want to wait for all the junk to finish before you place that trade, and you're going to have much better success doing that. And it just so happens on the screen, I have an example of where I didn't do that. I wasn't really thinking. The market was moving fast and I just wasn't even thinking about it. I placed a trade right here because I've been waiting all day to get a put or get any kind of trade in, or the market to make any kind of move. And the market hasn't moved like this in years. The last time I remember a move like this was the flash crash a couple years ago, right? So nobody was expecting the market to do this waterfall right here, especially on good news. All the news was looking up, bright, bushy-tailed, everything like that. We knew the market was going to fall back or retrace a little bit, but didn't expect this, right? So, I saw a big red bar. My instincts kicked in. And I said, let me go ahead and place this put trade. This put trade at 4,700, right? Where the market was at 4,754. So I had, 50, 60 points ahead of me, all that good stuff. But look what happened. It broke like probably 10 minutes after I put the trade in. I got stopped out because I didn't wait. I didn't wait for confirmation. Right, I just kind of got in. I saw oversold, just like I just said. I saw oversold. I saw the market was heading towards the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. I was looking at the history. The history is pretty, tame, all that good stuff. I've been putting trades around this area the whole time. So let me just go ahead and get in now, so I can go ahead and do some other stuff that I want to do during the day. And I got destroyed immediately, right? Which is also another good advertisement for why you put in stops. Okay, so you want to put in stop losses, because this would have been very, very, very bad had I not immediately put in my stop loss. Because if I was filming, you would see it, but I put in the trade, and by the time I was like, okay, it's time to get out, the market moved so fast that I just physically would not have had time to set up the stop trade and place it before I got stopped out. Like, I was looking at it as it got stopped out. I set my stop for, I think it was at 80 cents, and the market went from 45 cents on the trade to 80 cents within like 1 second. And then it never went back. It never looked back. Okay. So you want to immediately put in a stop loss when you put in your trades. But anyway, that's a little touch on what you want to avoid, especially if you have instincts like I do that are very contrarian to the market. You're looking for the market to bounce off of a certain level, all that kind of stuff. You have to consider, I call them head fakes, right? The market likes to head fake a lot. Like even yesterday, had I waited, if I didn't know any better and wasn't really listening to the stuff that I know, I would have seen this bounce right here and thought, oh, okay, well, it's clear to go ahead and put in a put trade. And I might have still put in a put trade at this level, and I still would have got massacred, right? Because of that last bar. That last bar was crazy. And that happened within like the last second of the market, this whole bar, right? So you want to wait for confirmation. This particular trade, the only trade that was even available on the put side that would have been okay is if you literally traded aftermarket, which you have 15 minutes to do so. That would have been the only real put trade that you could have made, because the wave didn't give any confirmation that it was over. You have your A, you have your B, which is this retracement right here. Then you have your C, but you don't have a recovery of C. You don't have any indication that the C wave had stopped until the market closed. Okay, so this right here, it looks like the market wants to try to set up a B wave right here, but you just have to wait it out. You don't want to trade on this right here because it's got to go through its motions. It's got to go A, B, C. And once C is finished and starts to recover, and then you see stochastics recover into your 80-20 zone in the middle of the zone here, that's when you want to consider putting in a put trade, and you're going to have much better results if you do that. So I'll give you one more look at the Elliott Wave stuff right here. You can just Google it. But basically, you don't want to fall for the head fakes. This B wave is a head fake, right? Because C is going to give you the okie doke. All right. And it's pretty much the same on all of these pictures that we're looking at. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the way up, and then A, B, C on the way down. Okay. So you want to wait for C wave to finish, then use your indicators to indicate, do we have a trend reversal upon us? All right. So just wanted to get that on film. Let me know if you have any questions, if you want me to go deeper into this stuff, but I just wanted to kind of capture that in the middle of the day. I've currently got on a call spread right here, and this is a 0 DTE. I really don't do too much 0 DTEs anymore, but we've got CPI tomorrow. So I don't want to have a trade on during the CPI announcement, which is before the market open. So I'm probably going to do another 0 DTE tomorrow. I don't want to have anything on overnight for that CPI, because who knows what the market's going to do, right? But yeah, so we've got that, and hope you learned something. All right, guys, take it easy.
Don't forget to like, comment any questions below, and hit the bell icon for posting notifications so you don't miss out.